It's 7. We can stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Lynn, would you please call the roll?
Mrs. Sullivan.
Here.
Mr. Halchanski. Mrs. Vanderwater.
Here.
Ms. Lesniak.
Here.
Mr. Tupper.
Here.
Ms. Saban.
Okay. Can I get a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes from January 18th?
I'll make that move.
I'll abstain. Jenny, can I get a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you, Howard. All those in favor?
Aye.
Abstentions? Noes? Motion carries. Any citizens' comments tonight? Okay.
Any citizens?
Then- Thank you for joining us.
Just kidding.
We need some stadium cutouts here.
Very late agenda, but a couple urgent items. So first item is approve a resolution to encumber $6,600 in the 22 budget to replace the diving board at the park. Can I get a motion?
Motion moved.
Wendy, second?
I'll second.
Jenny? Any discussion? I'll just say that the current board is shot and will not pass inspection before this summer. And we had budgeted for this in '22, so just now we have to encumber it so that Heidi can move forward with purchasing.
Good.
If there's no other discussion, all those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Second item is consider updating tax exemptions for volunteer firefighters and ambulance workers. We lost our assessor.
Oh, I think, yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Well, I guess in short, this is an exemption that is already offered in our town, but pursuant to some changes at state law, we needed to update it and I think extend it too. So because it's a local law, we will be introducing it tonight as Local Law B of 2023, and this will be in essence scheduling the public hearing for 7 o'clock at our next meeting on February 15th. So this is a local law amending Article 6 of Chapter 180 of the Town of Van Buren Town Code to continue the property tax exemption for volunteer firefighters and ambulance workers. Can I get a motion to introduce
I'll move that.
And schedule a public hearing
and schedule the public hearing?
for February 15th at 7 p.m.
Second.
Second. Any other discussion?
I'd just like to say that I am 100% in favor of this. Whatever we need to do to keep the exemption in place for our firefighters and our first responders, we should do it. I can't imagine being a firefighter or an ambulance EMT worker and having to do what they do every day. They are so underpaid. I commend them all, and they have the greatest, I give them the greatest respect. So if this is a little something that we can do as a town to provide some type of benefits for those folks, I'm happy to do it.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I would second that and add that it's little enough.
It is.
Of our appreciation.
Yes.
Any other discussion? Lynn, I guess I'll have you call a roll call vote.
Mrs. Sullivan.
Yes.
Mrs. Vanderwater.
Yes.
Ms. Lesniak.
Yes.
Mr. Tupper.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Council and committee reports and comments. Howard, anything tonight?
Yes, I attended the legislative conversation they had at the Cicero Fire Department for all the first responders, and the fire departments and ambulance corps were both groups represented. Yeah, the sheriff was there. He contributed what he could, but the discussion involved mostly how to insure the members from unincorporated or I would say uninsured or self-insured communities, because there's a need for that. They can't get a policy from anybody because they have no taxable resource, you know? There's no base to support any of that. Examples were such that one town up near Remsen was bankrupted. The fire department had to be dissolved because of a $2 million settlement. And those kind of things are detrimental beyond words. They had to reform it and hire outside districts like we used to, fire protective districts. It was mostly an internal conversation. Very little legislative action was discussed. Senator Mannion was there, and other representatives, Ken Bush was there, and so forth. So we listened, but there was very little we could do except offer our sympathy.
That's unfortunate.
It is.
Sounds
It
like
is.
the
It's
state
very-
maybe should,
But they also discussed the cadet programs they have for bringing in the youth, 14-year-olds and up. And of course, they're limited in their duties, but they can still unroll the hoses and
Right.
Clean trucks.
pass out the donuts and things of that nature.
Time-sensitive items.
And they have thriving programs in Tully, rural areas. They have a lot of support there. And one of the things that they talked about was transportation, because they also have fairs and fundraising, and they have recreational rewards for the kids, and they don't have buses. They can't afford to fill up 5 cars and go someplace on a Saturday. So the schools might come into that too with buses. They talked about that, but schools cannot donate those efforts either, any more than we can.
no, we know that from our Parks Department.
No, we can't. So they need some help in that regard. And otherwise, it was mostly, as I said, just an internal discussion amongst the firemen.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Thanks, Howard.
You're welcome.
Jenny, anything tonight?
I don't have anything to report, but I do have a comment. I had seen that on the social media that Chris Perdue is doing well in his position as code enforcement.
I saw that too. That was great. I
Yeah.
love the kudos.
Yeah, it was great to see. They gave him, he talked about how considerate he was, polite, and very helpful and knowledgeable. So I was excited to see that and thanked the individual for commenting on that.
That was good. Thanks, Jenny. Wendy?
Just a couple things. I have a Canton Woods board meeting tomorrow. And then I'll report back to this board after that. Jenny, I will share with them the Shape Up program information that you forwarded to me. I think that's a great opportunity to share it with those folks. I am going to call for a zoning committee meeting for Wednesday, the 8th at 4 p.m. I will reach out to Chris Perdue, our zoning officer, to make sure he can attend and make sure that that schedule works for him. I think that's it.
Okay. The highway superintendent is not here tonight, and the engineer respectfully asked for the night off. He had no items. Anything from the attorney?
Nope. I have nothing, if you have no questions of me.
Nope. Lynn, anything to wrap up? Okay. Motion to adjourn to our regular meeting on February 15th.
I have one more item to add to Wendy's Canton Woods issue. I got a call today that defensive driving course is being offered through AAA on the 15th. I couldn't make it. I got a direct conflict there. But anyway, for the public, if you want to
Canton
take some,
Woods?
I think it's a 10% reduction on some of your auto insurance. That's available at the senior center.
At the senior center.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Thank you.
Okay. Now is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
A second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
We stand adjourned. Thank you, Mr. Grover, for coming.
It's time.